Good evening, everyone. This is Tausif. I am back with a new live stream. I see some of our friends are already tuning in. Wonderful, wonderful, my friends. As you are joining, make sure that you hit the like button. You gotta like this video to support this channel. And also, my friends, if you are here for the first time and you have not subscribed, please subscribe, okay? You know, that's how you can support this channel. Subscribe and stay connected and like and share, okay? It was just a short while ago that I published a podcast episode. It was a pre-recorded episode, but I presented it as a video premiere, and so I was available in the live chat. I could see that some of our friends had tuned in, and we chatted while the video was going on. So I appreciate all those who tuned in and watched that. So thank you so much for that, my friends. Now, there's a very interesting topic I'm going to talk about, and I want to hear your thoughts on this matter as well, okay? And so let me see if we want to do a poll. Democrat Party. Okay, so the poll question is, the Democrat Party does not have a leader. Do you agree? Okay. The Democrat Party, that's the question. The Democrat Party does not have a leader. Do you agree? Agree or disagree? Those are the two options. So please make sure that you vote and share your thoughts. Do you think the Democrat Party has a leader right now? Does the Democrat Party have a leader? I'm saying the Democrat Party does not have a leader. Do you agree? If you do, click agree. If you disagree, just click disagree. Thank you all for being here. I see Christian is here, Frank is here, Richard, Bailey, Crockett, and Amanda. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here, my friends. Please like and subscribe. Now let's get straight into the discussion. And I've spoken about this before. There's a vacuum in the Democrat Party right now. You look at the Democrat Party, you look at the organization, and I'm really not talking about like the chairman of the party or the executive director. I'm talking about like a leader figure, like a leader figure. There's no single leader figure who you can say, that's the person, that's the guy, or that's the politician, you know, that's the man or that's the woman who's leading the Democrat Party. There isn't. There isn't. I mean, there's no leader right now. There is no Obama. I mean, at one point, it was like, okay, when Barack Obama was the president, like he was the leader. He was leading. And then, you know, Clinton, okay, whether you talk about Bill Clinton before or Hillary Clinton later on, seemed like the leader of the party, right? But there's no one like that right now to even pretend to be in charge in the Democrat Party. Richard is asking, how about Biden? Biden, like, where is Biden? Where is Biden? I don't know. Can you tell me where Biden is? Is Biden in Delaware? Is Biden somewhere else? I don't know. I have no idea. But even when Biden was the president, he really was not a leader. He really was not a leader. Okay? I mean, you know, even in his official responsibilities, you know, a president has official duties. And Biden seemed to be like missing in action. Okay, I mean, there are so many questions about the Biden administration. You know, even today, people are asking questions like, who was really in charge? Who was really in charge? Yeah, Biden was the president, right? But who was really in charge? People don't know. We still don't know. That's one of the biggest mysteries of this generation. Okay, one of the biggest mysteries of this century, I guess. Like, who was really making decisions when Biden was in office? Do you know? So anyway, coming back to what I'm talking about today, Evelyn is here. Evelyn, good to see you. Jeremiah is here. Evelyn is here. Jim is here. William is here. Thank you. Freshly, everyone. Thank you. My friends, please make sure that you are subscribing if you haven't done so already. A lot of the friends here are already subscribers, but if you're new here, please subscribe and hit the like button. Edwin is here. Edwin, good to see you. Everyone's here. Wonderful, my friends. Hopefully more will join. So, Biden was not in charge. Okay. Who's really the leader? I mean, Amanda is saying Nancy Pelosi. I don't know. Is Nancy Pelosi the leader? I don't think so. Would you say Hakeem Jeffries? Hakeem Jeffries is the leader, you think? I don't think so. Snow, what is it called? Snow? Okay. Snow is asking, what's your channel about? My channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. Okay, so is Hakeem Jeffries the leader of the Democrat Party? I mean, he's the minority leader in the House. Okay, he wants to be the speaker. Hakeem Jeffries, the Democrats are trying to gain some seats so that Hakeem Jeffries can be the speaker. But you know what? Did you see the Florida results? The House races in Florida? We won. The Republicans won. Awesome. So anyway, Hakeem Jeffries, I don't think he's the leader of the Democrat Party. Although I'm sure he'd like to be. But he's not. There's a vacuum, my friends. You have to understand there's a vacuum right now. But there are candidates for that position. They want to be that leader. There are candidates, and each of them would like to be the leader of the Democrat Party. In charge, making decisions, guiding the party, what to do, deciding the next steps. Who's the leader? There isn't any right now. Freshly is asking AOC. You think AOC is the leader, Freshly? I don't think so. I'm sure she'd like to be. I mean, if AOC is the leader of the Democrat Party and she's a socialist, I mean, then the Democrat Party is officially going to be branded socialist. If they put AOC in charge. I don't know. Tim Walz. Who said Tim Walz? Kelly said Tim Walz. Tim Walz. Is Tim Walz leading Minnesota? Is he doing a good job in Minnesota? I don't think so. Tim Walz doesn't have a clue what is going on. Tim Walz he's kind of lost, He philosophically, politically, ideologically, he just doesn't know what is going on. He needs some directions, I guess. So Tim Walz is not the leader of the Democrat Party, okay? But there are candidates for that position. It seems like Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Warren, senator from Massachusetts. Anyone from Massachusetts watching this? Anyone from Massachusetts? Elizabeth Warren, she is trying her best to be the leader of the Democrat Party. She wants to be the leader. Okay? She's trying to raise her profile. But she's far left. Elizabeth Warren, I'm telling you. Crockett, good to see you. Shannon Crockett is here. Melissa, good to see you. Um, Elizabeth Warren is far, far, far left. Okay, Frank is saying Bernie Sanders is definitely the spiritual leader. I don't know if Bernie is the leader. Once again, socialist. Bernie is socialist. And a lot of Democrats are actually socialists. Some will say openly that they are socialists, and others won't. But in their policies they are, but they just don't admit openly. And so Bernie Sanders, I don't know. I don't think he's the leader. Elizabeth Warren definitely is trying to raise her profile. And also, there's a guy in Illinois. Democrat. Do you know who I'm talking about? There's a guy in Illinois. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's trying to be the leader of the Democrats. Any idea? Just tell me. Just give me his initials. I'm going to give you the name, but I want to hear. Peter says Pritzker. Yeah. There's a guy in Illinois. And if you think carefully, if you're coming up with a list of the worst governors in America, that guy's going to be on that list, J.B. Pritzker. J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, one of the worst governors in the country. He is trying to, I think, this is my assessment, this is my understanding, that J.B. Pritzker, failed governor of Illinois, I should say, failed governor. When you think of J.B., if somebody asks you like, oh, who's J.B.? Tell us something about J.B. Pritzker. You're going to say, he's a failed governor in Illinois. By the way, do you agree with my viewpoints about Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and AOC? If you agree with me, my friends, let me know in the live chat, all right? So, J.B. Pritzker, he's trying to raise his profile, and he's trying to make his way to the front and to tell the whole world that JB is ready to lead. He couldn't lead Illinois. He's a failed governor, but I'm guessing that he wants to tell the whole world that he wants to lead the Democrat Party. All right? And then there's another guy who used to be an elected official in Indiana, but now he is in Michigan. You know who I'm talking about. Longdon, Kara, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Ken, good to see you. Thank you all. So, yeah, I'm talking about a guy who used to be an elected official, a local official in Indiana, but now he calls Michigan his home. Yeah, I'm talking about Pete Buttigieg. Kelly made the guess. Pete Buttigieg. So, Pete Buttigieg also, I think he has deep in his mind, I can't read Pete Buttigieg's mind. In fact, I can't read anyone's mind, okay? I don't have superpowers, you know? But I guess that Pete Buttigieg also has in his mind that he wants to lead the Democrat Party. Although, I must add, Pete Buttigieg decided not to run for governor of Michigan, and it seemed like he was going to run for Senate from Michigan. Then he decided that he's not going to run for Senate from Michigan in 2026. Kind of shocked me. I got to be honest with you. I was kind of shocked. Like, I thought Buttigieg definitely going to run for Senate. I think I talked about it on this channel too. I thought he was going to run for Senate, and it seems like he's not. So, all right, it's kind of shocked me. I got to tell you the truth. But perhaps perhaps Pete Buttigieg is looking at 2028 for a presidential run. Okay? He's probably looking at a presidential run. He probably doesn't want to run for anything before that. He wants to save up all his energy. Because, if he runs for the Senate for 2026, he's going to be running a long campaign, expensive campaign. It's a lot of energy. I mean, it's just very exhausting, all right? And then 2026 comes and goes, and then he's like, all right, now I got to do the next thing, launch another campaign, run for president. So Pete Buttigieg probably decided that he wants to save his energy, okay, get some rest, okay, relax, chill, and then launch a campaign for 2028, okay? That is what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to run for president. Okay. So anyway, it's quite possible. So Pete Buttigieg, another name who probably, once again, I can't read Pete's mind, but I can make guesses. I can try to guess what's going on, what he's thinking. And I think Pete Buttigieg wants to be the leader of the Democrat Party. Okay? Now, there's Gavin Newsom. Who wants to talk about Gavin? Anyone here who wants to talk about Gavin Newsom of California? Anyone from California here? Okay, who do we have from California? We got friends from the western part of the country. We got our friend Evelyn is here, but Evelyn is from Vegas. Anyone here from California? Kara is from Colorado, right, Kara? Anyone here from California? Let's see. All right, let me know if you're from California. Oh, Kara is going to move to Tennessee. That's awesome. Tennessee is awesome. So, oh, Evelyn's happy. There's no Newsom in Nevada, right? Okay. Yeah, no Newsom in Nevada. Nevada is doing good. Although, we're going to have to work on the Senate races in Nevada. All right. So, yeah, Jackie Rosen, she just won her re-election, right? Did she win the re-election? She won the re-election. Rosen. Senator Rosen from Nevada. Okay. She won the re-election, so she's got 6 more years. But anyway, Nevada needs more Republicans, all right? So, yeah, it was Sam Brown, right? I was hoping Sam Brown would win. Sam Brown did not win. 2 states, Arizona and Nevada, you think about these 2 states, you think Trump won Arizona, Trump won Nevada, but how did Kari Lake not win? How did Sam Brown not win? I mean, it's like, all right, what's done is done. What's done is done. No use talking about it now. But next time, we got to win the Senate race in Nevada. And in Arizona, too. All right. So, Gavin Newsom, he started a podcast. He's trying to portray himself as someone who's closer to the center. But in reality, my friends, let me tell you, Gavin Newsom is far left. Gavin Newsom is, he's got the strategy. He's trying to change his tone. He's trying to make himself look more like a moderate. He's trying to make himself look like he's closer to the center. But really, he is far left. That is the reality. All you have to do is look at his record. Look at Gavin Newsom's record. He's far left. So anyway, I think um, I think Gavin Newsom also wants to be the leader of the Democrat Party. So there's this vacuum that everyone's trying to fill, like Elizabeth Warren, and J.B. Pritzker, and Pete Buttigieg, um, Gavin Newsom. Everyone's trying to be the leader of the Democrat Party. That is my analysis. That is my conclusion. Because there's a vacuum, and somebody has to fill that vacuum. Okay. And now there's a new name. There's a new name that has captured the news headlines. Do you know who I'm talking about? There's a new name. I mean, it's not a new name in politics, but this name in recent days has been talked about quite a bit. And now there's all kinds of speculation. There's a guy from New Jersey. Who may be also trying to be the leader of the Democrat Party. I just gave you the clue. New Jersey. I mentioned New Jersey. Who do you think is from New Jersey? Who do you think I am talking about? A guy from New Jersey, an elected official. He serves in the U.S. Senate. I am talking about Cory Booker. Cory Booker is the person everyone's talking about right now. Cory Booker. Evelyn is mentioning Crockett and Fetterman. Evelyn, you want to talk about Jasmine Crockett? We can talk about Jasmine Crockett. She's from Texas. I'm going to have to do a separate live stream just to talk about Jasmine Crockett, okay? Jasmine Crockett has said and done things. It's unbelievable, okay? I don't want to get into that. But really, sometimes I hear about Jasmine Crockett and the things that she said, and I just wonder, how did she get elected to Congress? How did Jasmine Crockett get elected to Congress? That is the question. That is the question. How did Jasmine Crockett get elected to Congress? But we're not gonna discuss that right now. And Evelyn also mentioned Fetterman. Okay, I'm gonna say certain things about Fetterman now. Okay, just as a side note, he's not the main topic of discussion. We're gonna talk about Cory Booker, but Fetterman's playing a very interesting game. Fetterman is trying to be this like moderate looking Democrat. That's what he's trying to do with his image. He's trying to portray himself as a moderate. He seems to be like open to bipartisanship. He seems to be open to dialogue and conversation. But let me tell you, do not be fooled. Fetterman of Pennsylvania, he is left. He's a Democrat. No matter how much he tries to portray himself as this reasonable person who's gonna have a conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to you. You're gonna listen to me. We're gonna have a dialogue. Yeah, I like dialogue. I encourage dialogue. I think we need more dialogue in politics, in policymaking. But if you think that Fetterman is that reasonable guy who's open to having conversation, who likes bipartisanship, do not be fooled. Fetterman is on the left. He's hardcore left. And he's a Democrat. So no matter, I mean, listen, you just have to pay attention to how Fetterman voted for the Trump cabinet nominees. Okay? When it came down to a very narrow vote, how did Fetterman vote? How did Fetterman vote when the vote was like very narrow? Like if you have a Trump cabinet nominee who is, who's getting all Republican votes and also getting, quite a few Democrat votes, then Fetterman might jump in and vote for that nominee. But when it's a tight vote, when every vote matters, how did Fetterman vote then? Okay, really. So Fetterman, he presents himself as this like moderate Democrat when it's convenient for him. But when a moderate Democrat is really needed to get something done, which Republicans support, then he goes back to his party and he's like now a party loyal guy. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like Fetterman will only be bipartisan when others will also be bipartisan. But when it comes time, when the time comes, when Republicans really need a Democrat ally to, pass a bill or get something done, then Fetterman goes back to his party. So in reality, he's not this reasonable guy. He's not this bipartisan, voice. He's not, okay? Hold on. I'm going to give you an example here. I'm going to give you an example. All right, let's see. Okay. So, Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth. Let's talk about Pete Hegseth. Do you remember how tight that vote was? Pete Hegseth's confirmation vote for Secretary of Defense. Do you remember the split? Do you remember the split? Pete Hegseth got 50 yes votes and Pete Hegseth got 50 no votes during his confirmation for the position of the Secretary of Defense. Like, at a time like that, that's when you need a Democrat ally. That's when the Republicans need a reasonable person from the Democrat side to join with the Republicans and to vote in support of a great cabinet nominee. And where was Fetterman at that time? The vote ended up being a 50-50 split, but if Fetterman would have voted in support of Pete Hegseth, that's when we really needed that. No, Fetterman went back to his Democrat buddies. Where is bipartisanship? Where is bipartisanship? Does it make sense, my friends? Tell me. We talk about Fetterman. Fetterman, when we needed him, when we needed a Democrat vote, when we needed a Democrat to vote in favor of Pete Hegseth, where was Fetterman? He pretends to be this reasonable guy. He's moderate. He's not. Fetterman could have voted in favor of Pete Hegseth. Fetterman did not. I am looking right here. I'm looking at the roll call votes. Okay, and Fetterman voted what? Nay. From Pennsylvania. Kay Cooper, good to see you. Bree, good to see you. Thank you, friends who are tuning in. Thank you. Good to see you. I think I missed a lot of people who tuned in. Okay. So remember, J.D. Vance had to go, vice president, he had to do the tie break. Because it was a 50-50 split, so he had to go and do the tie break. And that's how Pete Hegseth got confirmed. But if Fetterman would have voted in support of Pete Hegseth, that tie break vote by J.D. Vance would not be necessary. Do you agree with me, my friends? Let me know. So anyway, let's go back to Cory Booker. We were talking about Cory Booker. So Cory Booker, he serves in the Senate. He's from New Jersey. And Cory Booker is the person everyone's talking about right now. Do you know why? Do you know why people are talking about Cory Booker? Can anyone tell me, what did Cory Booker do that people are talking about him? What great thing has Cory Booker recently done? Has he done something great? Any idea? Claudia Greenwood, good to see you. Thank you all. Freshly, good to see you. So, Cory Booker, he recently created a record. A new record for the longest ever speech on the Senate floor. The longest ever speech on the Senate floor. That's what Cory Booker did. Do you know how long it was? I was reading the news. 25 hours. 25 hours. That is right. Cory Booker of New Jersey, he spoke on the Senate floor and he secured this record for the longest ever speech on the Senate floor, 25 hours. Now, I can tell you one thing. I did not listen to that 25-hour-long speech. I did not. Did anyone listen to that whole speech? Did you listen to it? Of course, he had help from his Democrat colleagues. They asked him questions and so, they asked him questions so he could take sort of a break and go back to talking again. So it was Cory Booker, but it was really a team effort in some ways. I did not listen to his 25-hour-long speech. I did not. Some of you out there, you may be wondering, Tassif, we want to know, did you listen to that whole speech for 25 hours? Let me tell you, I did not, okay? Have you? Anyone here? Anyone listen to that whole 25-hour-long speech? I did not. I have. We all have better things to do. We all have better things to do with our time, better ways to use our time than to listen to Cory Booker's 25-hour-long speech, okay? And I cannot listen to Cory Booker for 25 hours. I got to be honest with you. I cannot do it. And I didn't listen to his 25-hour-long speech, but I know what he talked about. I know the topics. I have an idea about the things he said because his speech was anti-Trump. He complained about Trump. He complained about the Trump administration. All the Democrat talking points. Cory Booker, he just tried to do a performance to spread anti-Trump propaganda. And his Democrat colleagues supported him. Okay? So it was just anti-Trump propaganda. 25 hours went by. Now, how does that make Cory Booker feel? What do you think? Is Cory Booker happy? Is he happy that he managed to give that 25... Hold on, my friends. I got to look at something here. All right, I'm back. So, is it an accomplishment? How does that make Cory Booker feel? I'm sure he feels great. I'm sure Cory Booker feels like he has accomplished a lot. There are news headlines about Cory Booker. People are talking about him. People are suddenly like, oh, yeah, there's Cory Booker. Yeah, we forgot about Cory Booker. But yeah, he just gave that 25-hour-long speech. Wow. Cory Booker, good job. 25 hours. And he showed so much of strength on the Senate floor, speaking for hours. I'm guessing Cory Booker is in a mood to celebrate, but you gotta ask yourself, you, an American, you're listening to me, you're watching this video, you love this country, you're a freedom-loving American, you gotta ask yourself, how does Cory Booker's 25-hour-long speech help you? Does it help you at all? If you're listening to this, if you are an American citizen, ask yourself how Cory Booker's new record helped you. Cory Booker, he has this new record, 25-hour-long speech on the Senate floor, but does that help you pay your rent? Does that help you pay your mortgage? Does that help you pay your insurance premium? Does Cory Booker's performance on the Senate floor help pay your medical bills? Does it help you in any way? If you're watching this and you're an American and you're hearing about Cory Booker's 25-hour-long speech, oh my God, what an accomplishment. How does that really help you? How does that really help the country? Does it? Gianna is here. Hi, Gianna. Marjorie is here. Marjorie, good to see you. Anyone here? Did I miss anyone? Robert is here. Okay. Thank you all. In fact, let me tell you, Cory Booker's performance was a complete waste of time. And you know this. I don't have to tell you that time is the most precious resource. Once you lose a minute, you cannot get it back. Once you lose an hour, you cannot get it back. Once you lose a day or a week, you cannot get it back. Time is lost. Tick, 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 tick. Time goes by. And once time passes, gone. You don't get it back. And so Cory Booker spent 25 hours on the Senate floor doing a speech. He wasted 25 hours. He wasted 25 hours just to make a statement against Donald Trump and the Trump administration. And all those people who listened to Cory Booker, they wasted their time as well. Anyone who spent 25 hours, even if you listen to Cory Booker for 1 hour, that's a waste of time, I think. It was a stunt. That's all it was. It was a performance. It would have been much more helpful. Now listen to this. I got important points to mention. It would have been much more helpful if Cory Booker would reach out to the White House and ask for an appointment with President Donald J. Trump. If Cory Booker would meet with President Trump and say, President Trump, Mr. President, I support bipartisanship and I want to help make America great again. How can we work together? How can we work in a bipartisan fashion and get things done, Mr. President? That would have been nice. That would be a great use of time, and that is what Cory Booker should have done. Do you agree with me, my friends? Cory Booker should have called the White House, and Cory Booker should have said, Mr. President, I want to meet with you. May I get half hour of your time or an hour of your time? And then if the meeting would have taken place, Cory Booker should have said, Mr. President, Donald J. Trump, you are the greatest president, and you are trying to make America great again. You put America first, and I believe in bipartisanship. I want to help you make America great again. How can we work together? That is what Cory Booker should have done. But instead, Cory Booker, he was so busy with anti-Trump propaganda, he spent 25 hours on the Senate floor. Complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. 25 hours on the Senate floor, spreading anti-Trump propaganda. So, Cory Booker's actions really do nothing to improve the lives of the American people. It was just a political stunt. It was a performance. It was a political performance to get attention, to appear on news headlines. That's all it was. Instead of trying to help the American people, Senator Booker is trying to create barriers to stop the America First agenda. Instead of trying to help the American people and improve their lives, instead of trying to help make America great again, Cory Booker is trying to create barriers to stop the America First agenda. Democrats claim the Trump administration will cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Let me tell you, that's false. That is false. The Democrats have been spreading these lies. They're going around telling people in their districts, in their states, oh, Trump's going to cut Social Security, Trump's going to cut Medicare, Trump's going to cut Medicaid. It's all false. It is all false. President Trump clearly stated that he is not going to touch Americans' Social Security, Medicaid, or Medicare benefits. President Trump made a commitment. He said it very clearly. He's not going to touch Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, or Medicare. The only thing that the Trump administration is trying to do is to cut fraud, waste, and abuse. If there's Social Security fraud, if there's Medicaid fraud, if there's Medicare fraud, the Trump administration is trying to address that fraud. The Trump administration is trying to reduce and eliminate fraud, waste, and abuse so that the programs can continue in a much better way. Trump is trying to save Social Security. Trump is trying to save Medicare. Trump is trying to save Medicaid. And so why do you think Cory Booker did what he did? That long speech, he's craving attention. And why exactly does Cory Booker want attention? Well, I think Cory Booker wants to be the leader of the Democrat Party. So going back to the original topic of discussion today, there's a vacuum in the Democrat Party. There's no real leader in the Democrat Party. And so Cory Booker is trying to gain attention. He's trying to give a long speech, create a record, gain attention, become popular. And he's trying to be the leader of the Democrat Party. Cory Booker has been in politics for many, many years. Local politics, national politics. This guy's experienced in politics. He's got the wrong policy ideas, but he has experience in politics, no doubt. And now I guess Senator Booker is trying to become the leader of the Democrat Party. Cory Booker, I think he was reelected in 2020. Let me just double check, all right? Cory Booker, reelected. Cory Booker was reelected in 2020, which means that he's up for reelection in 2026. And I'm guessing he's going to run for reelection from New Jersey. And New Jersey being a blue state, I think Booker feels confident about being reelected. Although I must add, as I always do, in politics, my friends, you cannot take anything for granted. If someone thinks, oh, I'm definitely going to win. No, you cannot take anything for granted. Yeah, Cory Booker is a Democrat in a blue state, and he has won elections before. If he runs for re-election in 2026 and he feels confident, well, he can feel confident, but you know what? Don't take things for granted in politics. But I think if you objectively look at it, there's, it's a blue state. Cory Booker, if he runs for re-election, chances are that he might get re-elected. But let me tell you, and this is where I have a message for the New Jersey Republicans. To all those who are watching from New Jersey, if you are a New Jersey Republican, if you're active in New Jersey Republican politics, let me tell you, find a good candidate to run against Cory Booker in 2026 in the Senate race. If Cory Booker decides to run for re-election in 2026, make sure, New Jersey Republicans, I'm talking to you, New Jersey Republicans, find a good candidate to run against Cory Booker. Audrey, good to see you. Our friend Audrey Ann is here. Audrey, you just joined. Audrey is from Long Island. So Audrey, do you have any friends in New Jersey, Republican friends in New Jersey? Because you're although you're in Long Island's not real close to New Jersey, but New York and New Jersey are neighbors. So Audrey, if you got friends, Republican friends in New Jersey, tell them, and this is what we're asking Audrey to do. All right, Audrey? Audrey just tuned in, and I'm like, all right, we got homework for our friend Audrey from Long Island. Audrey, if you got friends in the neighboring state of New Jersey, tell your friends to find a good Republican candidate to run against Cory Booker in 2026, okay? I know New Jersey is a blue state, but nothing is impossible. A solid Republican candidate to run against Cory Booker in 2026, if Cory Booker decides to run for re-election. Gotta do it. Audrey is saying, I don't know too many people in Jersey, but everyone I know in New York is Republican. Awesome, Audrey. That is great. Our friend Audrey has Republican friends in New York. And you know what? New York Republicans are getting stronger. I tell you that. New York Republicans, after all the madness that the New Yorkers saw, the sanctuary city stuff and all the lawlessness, all the gang activity and the crimes and the illegal immigrant influx. I mean, New Yorkers are sick and tired of Democrats. And a lot of New Yorkers are, previously maybe they were not Republicans, but now they are Republicans. They are supporting Republicans. The Republicans are getting stronger and stronger and stronger in New York, let me tell you. And our friend Audrey has New York Republican friends. So, regarding New Jersey Republicans need a solid candidate to run against Cory Booker if Cory Booker runs for re-election. And if Cory Booker doesn't run for re-election, you're still going to need a solid Republican candidate to win that seat, to win that Senate seat. If Cory Booker decides he's not going to run for re-elections, the Democrats will put someone else in that position for that seat. So Republicans will have to win. Republicans will have to defeat Democrats in New Jersey. So going back to Cory Booker, I think Cory Booker, if he, let's say, and I don't want to think about it, but let's say Cory Booker wins in 2026. He gets another Senate term. That Senate term will then officially start in 2027, January, and it'll go until 2033, January, which is a long time And so that new 6-year long term gives Cory Booker, his term is going to be, if he wins, and I hope he loses re-election, but if he wins another term, it's going to be starting in 2027 going until 2033, and that will give Cory Booker time to run for president in 2028. I think that's the political calculation here. I think that is the goal that Cory Booker has right now. Okay, I cannot read Pete Buttigieg's mind, and I cannot read Cory Booker's mind. I cannot read anyone's mind, okay? But I can use my knowledge, I can use my experience, I can use the information I have in front of me to try to try to understand the trajectory. So I'm telling you, Cory Booker, I think he's going to run for re-election in the Senate. He's going to try to win. And if he wins, he's then going to run for president in 2028. And that's why I think Cory Booker, he gave that long speech, 25 hours long, created a new record because he wants attention. He wants attention. Everyone's trying to get attention. Elizabeth Warren is trying to get attention. J.B. Pritzker is trying to get attention. Okay? Pete Buttigieg. Even Rahm Emanuel. People are talking about Rahm Emanuel. Okay, he's getting attention. Gavin Newsom has a new podcast. He's trying to get attention. So I think Cory Booker wanted to do something different. And so he created that record of 25-hour-long speech on the Senate floor, okay? Because he wants to, show himself as someone who's exceptional, okay? Because, the Democrats are going to have a heated primary, I tell you that. And so Cory Booker wants to be the front runner. And of course, he got a lot of attention, no doubt about that. So Cory Booker trying to raise his profile. He's trying to be in the headlines, in the news. He's trying to get people's attention. He's trying to tell people that he's here, he's present. And I think what Cory Booker is really trying to do is he's trying to establish himself as the leader of the Democrat Party. And he's trying to create a pathway to run for president in 2028. My friends, I've done a lot of talking, but I want to hear from you. Do you agree? Do you agree with my viewpoints? Do you agree with my analysis? Do you agree with what I said? Or do you have a totally different analysis? Do you have completely different viewpoints? Do you have completely different thoughts? Let me know. Let me know, my friends. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Evelyn says, I agree, Tassif. Bob is here. Hi, Bob. Good to see you. Mario is here. All right, Mario. Bree is here. Hi, Bree. Benz is here, but Benz doesn't seem to be a fan. James is here. Hi, James. By the way, my friends, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Kay Cooper says, I very much agree, Tassif. Thank you. Crockett says, I agree, Tassif. Thank you. Derek says, yes, I totally agree. Wonderful. Thank you all, my friends. Jason is here. Okay. Claudia agrees with me. Thank you. Longdon family, thank you. All right. Okay, wonderful. Who's Branko? Branko? I don't know. Branko is here. All right, Branko. Was it Branko or Branko? Was it? I don't know. Yeah, you can tell me. All right, let's see. Benz. All right, Benz is here. Benz, what's your full name? Because Benz is a vehicle. It's a vehicle brand. So So Benz doesn't seem to be a Trump supporter. All right. Right. Audrey says I agree. Audrey agrees with my viewpoints. Thank you, Audrey. Let's see. Okay. Benz is, what is Benz saying? Let's see. All right. Benz, where you from? Benz is saying all of you are in. I'm not insane, Benz. Benz, don't say that. Benz, be nice. All right. Just listen. I understand that you don't agree with our viewpoints, Benz. You don't agree with our viewpoints, Benz. But you know what? We can have a proper dialogue. We can have constructive conversation. You know, I always focus on it. Constructive conversation, dialogue, Benz. Benz, you got to be nice, be polite. Okay. Benz is saying you ruined my country. What country? Did we impose tariffs on your country, Benz? Is that why you're unhappy? Benz, where are you? Benz, are you outside the US and you're unhappy about tariffs and that's why you're saying, but you ruined my country and you're crying? Please don't cry. Okay? Anyway, all right. Almost an hour into the live stream. That is excellent. All right, Benz is being a little tough with the language. You know, some of Benz's comments are actually being blocked by auto moderation. I'm not doing it. You know, YouTube's blocking it. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. AC Cruz is here. Our friend AC Cruz from the amazing state of Arizona is here. AC, good to see you. Okay. Oh, Benz is from the US. All right. Which state, Benz? Benz, which state are you from? Which city? Benz, are you from Chicago? Brandon Johnson's city? Oh, you're from the sweet state of New York. We got Republican friends from New York. Awesome. But you don't seem Republican, huh? Yeah. Which part of New York? All right, let's wait and see. We got some awesome friends from New York. We got Freshly from New York. We got our friend Audrey from New York. We got Gianna. We got Gianna in New York. Gianna, you're in Far Rockaway, right? Gianna, remind me, please. Benz is from Brooklyn. All right. Brooklyn. Okay. All right. Awesome. So, yeah. So I got some. some things I want to say to Benz, all right? So Benz, please understand that New York, and our friends know this, we got friends from New York here, like I said. New York has faced significant challenges, crisis, actually, that's the proper word. New York has faced crisis because of their sanctuary city policies in New York City, and the migrant influx. All the migrants, all the illegal immigrants, they wanted to go to Chicago and New York. New York, popular destination, so many migrants, illegal immigrants showed up in New York, demanding free food, demanding free healthcare, demanding free shelter, demanding this, demanding that, running around with prepaid cards and all that, prepaid debit cards. They got those debit cards to go out and shop, go on a shopping spree using the debit cards. That's what the illegal immigrants did in New York. But you know what? Donald Trump is making New York great again. It is because of Donald J. Trump that the crisis in New York has subsided and New York is rising again. New York's going to do great because of Donald Trump, because of Trump's policies. New York is improving. New York still has a long way to go. There are significant challenges. But New York is heading in the right direction. And it's because of Donald J. Trump. My friends, do you agree with me? My friends in New York, do you agree with me? Gianna, tell me, what is going on? Do you agree with me? Freshly, where are you? Audrey, tell me, do you agree with me? New York has faced significant challenges because of the Biden-Harris administration, because of the Democrats, and because of the Democrats' radical policies, because of the Democrats' sanctuary city policies, because of lawlessness, because of chaos created by the Democrats and their policies. And now, with Trump in the White House, New York is improving. New York is heading in the right direction. Finally, people are hopeful about New York. People feel optimistic about New York. I'm not saying all the problems have been fixed, but things are heading in the right direction. Things are improving, and it has not even been Trump's 100 days in office. And Trump is at the federal level, but our great president, the 47th president, who was also the 45th president, our commander-in-chief, probably the greatest president of all time, Donald J. Trump, he is improving New York. New York is going to have a bright future because of Trump. My friends, do you agree with me? Please support this channel. And Benz, you live in New York. By the way, Benz is a great vehicle, I hear. I don't think I've ever driven a Benz, but Benz is a good vehicle. Benz is a nice name, all right, Benz. But Benz, you have to understand. Follow the path of wisdom. Walk away from the path that leads to chaos, that leads to propaganda. And follow the path that leads to truth and facts and peace and prosperity. Claudia Crockett, thank you for agreeing with me. Marjorie is saying, Marjorie is our friend in Canada. And Marjorie is saying, Make America great again. Trump is making America great again. Hold on one second. I gotta attach this wire here. The cable for the charger. All right. Benz is talking about due process. What are we discussing here with due process? Due process. Benz, are you a lawyer? Benz, you got a JD? You a lawyer? Benz, where did you go to law school? Let's see. No, but I know a few. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Benz doesn't like my viewpoint, but you know what? This is what is special about our community. People who don't agree with us, they also participate in the live chat. Okay, and that's fine. That's fine as long as the discussion doesn't include any rude language. No rude language. All right, we got to be nice. Everyone's got to be nice. So Benz is here. Okay, great. So Ben's, we need mass deportation, really. And that's an important point that you must understand. We need mass deportation to basically save our country, okay? To save our neighborhoods. We need mass deportation. Mass deportation, in my humble opinion, is a great idea. And we have Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. By the way, Kristi Noem's doing a great job. Do you agree, everyone? Question for everyone. Do you agree that Kristi Noem is doing a great job as the Homeland Security Secretary? Please let me know. Kristi Noem doing great job as the Homeland Security Secretary. Do you agree? If you do, just say agree. Kay Cooper says, great job, agree. Bree says agree. Claudia says agree. Derek says agree. AC Cruz says agree. Thank you. Bree says she's amazing. Longden says agree. That's Kara. Kara, thank you. Okay, Peter disagrees. That's okay, Peter. You can disagree. That's fine. Not a problem. You don't have to agree with whatever we're talking about. You can disagree. But thank you for being here, Peter. In spite of the disagreements, thank you for being here and participating in the live chat. We appreciate that. Yeah, Kara says, greatest country ever, greatest president ever. True. That is true. Listen, Benz, I'm reading your comments, but let me tell you, this is just a general comment, all right? Everyone's listening. the Democrats are engaging in a lot of fear mongering. Okay, they're saying, "Oh, the sky is falling. Oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. Oh my God, everything's coming to an end. Oh my God, there's a volcanic eruption. Oh, tsunami is coming. Whatever." You know what I'm talking about. The Democrats are out there trying to spread fear. They're saying, "Oh, Trump's going to cut your Social Security. Your check's going to stop coming. Oh, you're not going to get your Medicaid benefits. Oh, this is going to happen. You're not going to get Medicare." The Democrats have been doing this. And the Democrats, even regarding immigration, we understand, we the reasonable people, we the freedom loving people, we understand that the Trump administration is deporting those who broke our nation's laws. They are the criminals, they are the gang members, and they are people who just are not supposed to be here because they don't have the legal authorization to be here. They came in illegally, or they came in legally and then they violated the terms and conditions of their visa or whatever. The Trump administration is taking actions against those people who have broken our nation's immigration laws, foreign nationals who have broken our nation's immigration laws, and they are the ones being arrested, detained, and deported. Okay? So President Trump and his administration, they are doing a great job. Okay, Tom Homan's doing a great job. Kristi Noem's doing a great job. Pete Hegseth's doing a great job. The Trump team is doing great. But there's just so much of fear mongering out there coming from the Democrats. It's unbelievable. Okay? I mean, I saw this guy on TV because I'm watching news. I'm clicking on different things online, different news reports, national networks, local networks all over the country. I'm just trying to gather a lot of news, and I see this guy is crying because he fears he's going to be deported. Okay, so what's the story? Apparently, this guy came in on a visa and never left. Never left. His visa expired. He did not leave. And now he's crying. And he's trying to make the case that, he's so sad and he wants to stay in this country and that he's a nice person. Well, why did you not leave? If your visa expired, why are you still in the United States? I mean, this is such an abuse. When a foreign national gets a visa, comes to the US legally, but then does not leave. If the United States gave you a visa, you gotta show respect. You gotta be grateful. You come to the US, follow the terms and conditions of your visa, follow the law. And before your visa expires, just leave. Because that keeps the door open for that person to re-enter the US legally in the future. But if your visa expires and you don't leave, then you're basically in violation. And at that point, that person, what should happen? The government should take action against that person. It's sad when visa overstay is such a huge issue. So many people come here legally, and then they just overstay their visa. They don't leave. Months and years go by, and they don't leave. That's a problem. All right, my friends. Thank you all. I see new names coming in. Okay, there are some people who are not using very nice language here. Charisse is here. Hi, Charisse. Good to see you. I'm trying to greet everyone. Um, and there are some folks here. They're not using very nice language. Let's see. You can't see those comments. I can see those on my end because those comments get blocked. So Benz is saying illegals can get licenses. Illegals should never be able to get licenses. Driver's license. Is that what you're talking about? Illegal immigrants should never be able to get driver's license. All right. So really, there should be law to make sure that illegals can never get driver's license. Never, not in any state. Illegal immigrants should never be allowed to drive. They should never be able to. They should never be allowed to operate a vehicle. Illegal immigrants, they should not be driving. Okay, and if they're driving, they should be, I don't know, they should face legal consequences. Derek says, I like your channel, just sub. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that very much. Please help me get more subscribers, help our channel grow. I would appreciate that. We crossed 13,300. We want to keep growing, okay? So thank you all. All right. Heidi is here. Heidi, so good to see you. It's been a while. Heidi, good to see you. Thank you. Crockett says illegals need to be deported, period. That's it. That's it. What Crockett said, that's it. Because that's the truth. Illegals need to be deported, period. End of story. You're here illegally, out. That's it. It sums it up. That's what it should be. And that is what Trump is doing. Illegals, out the door. Out the door. Okay? And the gang members, the violent folks, they end up in El Salvador. In that prison, that mega prison. Oh my God. Did you see videos of Kristi Noem touring that prison? It was an awesome trip. Kristi Noem went there to El Salvador, and all the cameras were there, and we could watch. It's really great. And El Salvador is being a great partner. El Salvador is doing great, okay? Cooperating, that's great. All right. So my friends, I'm going to wrap up this live stream here. 1 hour and 18 minutes. 1 hour, 18 minutes. Thank you so very much, my friends. I'm going to wrap up this live stream. And let's see. I got to look at some of the comments. All right. All right, my friends. I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I appreciate you all being here. Sorry, I was going to continue and go longer, but I have to end it now. I have a few things I need to do after I end the live stream. So give me 1 second. All right. Chris Hogan, good to see you, Chris. Sorry if I missed greeting anyone. I apologize. All right. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. The Democrat Party does not have a leader. Do you agree? 82% said agree, 17% said disagree out of 167 votes. So overwhelmingly, people said, 82%, come on, 82% people said the Democrat Party does not have a leader. Really, the Democrat Party doesn't have a leader. And so I think all these people are trying to be the leader of the Democrat Party. You got Elizabeth Warren, you got J.B. Pritzker, Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg, and also now Cory Booker trying to be the leader of the Democrat Party. Because clearly people agree that the Democrat Party does not have a leader. 82% said does not have a leader. So thank you all for tuning in, my friends. Thank you so very much. I'm going to end this live stream. Okay. By the way, I got to show you this. All right. Did you miss my hat? Did you miss my hat? Here it is. My hat is right here. Okay. Forgot to wear it, but it's right here. It is right here. If you missed the hat, please like this video. So thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, well, everyone, thank you for being here. All right. Okay, my friends, please, I got a request. The last few weeks, I have not been able to do live stream on an everyday basis like I used to do. And so the views kind of slowed down a bit because I lost continuity. And I really need your help to get the views up, to get more subscribers. So please, my friends, please share this video. Share this video, okay, on your I don't know, on Truth Social, on Facebook, on X, wherever. Share this video, okay? I truly appreciate that. Any help that you can provide to spread the word, to let people know about this channel, please do so, okay? We want the algorithm, the strength back so that we can reach more people, okay? Remember, we used to get like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 viewers for a single live stream. My highest is 105,000, 105K. That's the highest, but I've had live streams getting more than 30,000 views easily. So, we want to go back to that kind of exposure, so that the discussion, the content can reach more people. So help with that by sharing this video. That'd be great. My friends, thank you all so very much. May God bless you all. May God bless President Donald J. Trump. May God bless the Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies, and may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. And remember, my friends, together we will make America great again. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Evelyn says, tell your mother we said hello. I will do that. I will do that, Evelyn. Thank you. Thank you all. My friends, thank you so very much. Have a wonderful night. And I will be back again very soon with more videos and more live streams. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, my friends. And together, once again, we will make America great again. Thank you.